Welcome back to Drving Hanger. This is Mike. I'm coming at you with another video. And this time I want to talk to you about the Xtransbots Ollie, which is a wheelie. And it's a masterpiece version of wheelie, and it's the best one on the market. This is version 1 versus version 3. And I have the version 1 on the left with the symbol and version 3 on the right. And I'm actually going to eventually read you off the list of everything that has changed. But right now, I'm just going to talk to you about these guys. Xtransbots says they didn't fool you not. But I got a really good version of Xtransbots Wheelies version 1. And then I have version 3, and I understand why people complain about 1. My 1 only has one problem, and that's the shakiness in the hips. But, you know, aside from if you don't finagle it when you set them down, you can get all kinds of dynamic poses from them. You just have to work at it. Or whatever. But you can get the poses you want. That didn't work. This is how I pose them. Usually just kind of standing there. And he looks amazing. Even the version 1 looks outstanding. You know, versus any other version of Ollie. There's another wheelie out there. Oh, the hips are always going to be an issue with this guy, even in the version 2 and the version 3. Now, I watched a lot of reviews about version 2, and I actually know the differences between version 2 and version 3, and I'll share those before I show you the entire update list. But from the back, I've analyzed this thing upside down, inside out, all around, and there is no real change. The changes are the tolerance, changes are the paint, changes are the materials, the changes are, well, that's it. And there's one thing that version 1 has better. So version 3 comes actually transformed as a robot. Version 2, I don't know. I can't speak to that. Version 1 came as a car. And I had to transform Ollie. And I remember that because it came as a car. The transformation is still exactly the same. It's not fun or enjoyable, but it is tolerable. And here is, there's a card in there. There's instructions. I don't care because I have this guy. I've already transformed him. And then you've got the slingshot. You have this clear translucent. I don't think that came with the original version 1. And then, of course, you have the extra head with a screwdriver. And that's something that old Bobby Skullface pointed out, that he loves having these things. Next, I'm going to try to properly capture the finish. So here is version 1 with a very flat, just plastic look. Here's version 2 covered in paint. So, can you see the difference? Man, I can't seem to get that on camera. Now, version 3, I'm sorry. The difference between version 3 and version 2 is version 2 came with an extra set of thighs. So you got an unpainted, just orange thighs and a painted version, and you could swap them out. Now, version 3 did not, but it's a slightly lower. I think they were trying to sell this thing for $70 at version 2, and now it's $60 at version 3. And I think version 3, even with a seam, now I'm now showing a gap here in the forearm. Version 3 is so much heavier. So let's go ahead and do the scale. So this is version 1, and he is registering at a 1.6 ounce. Hefty for a mini bot, right? I want to see you to see me handle this guy. Look at those legs. They don't flop around. Well, a little bit, but not like the version 1. 2 ounces. So you got a 0.4 ounce, almost a 25% increase in weight on a mini bot. So next I want to show you a comparison of the guns. Now, you tell me if the guns are picking up this difference, because so this is version 1. Oh, thanks, version 1. And this is version 2. And the shinier guns on the version 1. And I kind of like shinier guns. Man, that light makes it hard, but version 2 is kind of a dull look to it. And version 1 is shiny. So in conclusion, should you get version 3 if you have version 1? Well, it's probably going to be a yes, because you probably have one riddled with all the problems. I think MGO had one that broke to him on pieces, and he couldn't finish reviewing it. Mine, I'm lucky. I bought mine secondhand, and it just has some... I had to transform it too. So this thing's been transformed once. Won't try it again, but it looks pretty good. Version 3, much more solid. Doesn't have the extra thighs of version 2, so they knock $10 off. But is there another company like Fans Toys? Or is there another company like MMC? Or is there another company that's going to take this on? Is Magic Square going to take on this guy? Well, another company already did, and they probably are the best. So, Hasbro, go get you a $10 weight. That guy's already $30. You might as well spend $60 on this. Titanium hanger out.